Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. Last time we tried out M.A. Krulud. Barbarian strongholds, inspired by another Heroes of Might and Magic faction. And it was pretty good. I mean, we didn't go a sacred route, and perhaps we got punished for it. And we didn't really handle our magic too well, and probably got punished for it. And we got into 2 simultaneous wars, and definitely got punished for it. Especially one was a kind of overpowered modded nation. But we had some fun, so that's okay. We're gonna move on. Roll up another one. Let's do it. 269. That's gonna be another one of these enraged eggplants. Sssla. Sssla. Scaled amalgam. Which is MA. Another MA. Another enraged eggplant. We're gonna get through all these eventually. Okay, and just to confirm, we always want to double check that Gem Gen mod is enabled. Yep, it sure is. Okay. Let's do a vanilla donut map. Fuck it. This is Mangg's LP's 80 or 70? It's 80. This is the 80th one. MA. I mean, we could do a big donut. You can do a little donut. But it's all kind of the same, right? Like, doesn't really matter. We're only going to encounter 3 or 4 nations at most anyways. So whether I do 6 nations or 20 nations, it's kind of the same thing here. So, since the map is generated based on how many players there are. So we'll just do the 6, and we're picking Sssla. Sssla, a reptilian race descended from the Trilarians, who were banished from the sea in the distant past. These scaly humanoids adapted to the land and gradually lost their ability to breathe water. While living in the caves, they found a magical site, the amalgam, that allowed them to crossbreed many different types of creatures by spilling their blood. The amalgam pool contains a metallic liquid that can be used for imbuing creatures with strange powers. The Sssla used magical experiments and crossbreeding to create 2 slave races, the hardworking Raz and the Grendarl warriors. So we're a race of Sssla, Raz, and Grendarl. These are words! Military consists of poor Sssla infantry, strong Grendarl slave infantry. We have magic of blood, much blood, and nature, earth, fire, death. Moderate priest, standard forts. Alright. Pretty standard scout. Cold-blooded. That is going to be important to keep in mind. We do not like the cold at all. Sssla commander, 50 leadership. Dark vision 100. Grendarl overseer. Leadership 100. Taskmaster +3. Very nice. Sssla priest. Level 1 priest. Very cheap. Very priest. Yep. Worker mage. Pretty damn cheap. 1 earth. 50% for a 2nd earth. Well, it's, yeah. Half of them will be pretty usable. Half of them not so usable. But, yeah. Yeah. We might want to take magic scales and make those. We'll see. Much more expensive, 260 gold. 1 death, 1 nature, 1 priest, and then another death or nature. Kind of infinitely more useful. Well, I mean, we're going to want the others, because we do want some earth magic, probably. But these, you get Horde of Skeleton spam, or Brute Bark Skin spam, things like that, or Enlarge, so on and so forth. I don't know how many death nature cross paths there are, but we might get some national spells. Like combat spells or something. Well, there's... Let me just look here. Vengeful Vines. Never... Oh, that's a national spell. Okay, generic only. Nest of Asps. Conjuration 4. For one nature gem, you get 10 asps. Deadliest of all serpents. Yep. With 35 asp poison, armor negating, and a decay effect. That is pretty nasty, isn't it? Also, Venomous Death. That's more of a thug killer than anything. You can construct mannequins and mandragoras outside of combat. Haunted Forest, but that's big boy stuff. Yeah, so mostly it would just be like summoning asps with the two... with the 2 nature, 1 death. That's not a bad idea. Slave Smith. Oh, wow. 350 gold, so not cheap, but only 2 recruitment points. You get 1 fire, 2 air, 2 water, 1 earth, another fire or earth, and a 10% for another of any of that stuff. Or nature. They are old, however, and they are not sacred. And they're pretty damn old, so these things are not going to last long. So unfortunately, we're not really going to be using these for combat purposes. We'll probably make a couple for forging, because they have Master Smith 1, which means that they'll be able to make just, like, everything. Like, you know, if we get Earth 2, they'll count as Earth 3, Air 2... No. God, they'll count as Earth 3, Air 3, Water 3, Fire 2. If we get Fire, then, you know, Fire 3 stuff. They can make kind of anything. They don't get any discounts or anything, but, yeah. Okay. Flesh Warpers, 455 gold. Also old. But they got Fire 1, Air 2, Water 3, Nature 1, Blood 1, and then another Nature or Blood. 23 research. Quite old. Adept Crossbreeder 5. Are we finally going to do some crossbreeding? Maybe. Maybe. Amalgamancers. Even more expensive. 685 gold. Oh, it's like an eye-watering amount. 2 recruitment points still for some reason. 1 fire, 2 air, 3 water, 2 nature, 2 blood, 1 holy, another 10% for nature or blood. It's pretty slim. But, yeah, they're Adept Crossbreeder 5s. Yep. There they are. You basically get 1 more nature or blood. So it's like, I don't know if it's really worth the money. It's hard to say. These guys are going to get either nature or blood. These guys just have both and a 10% for another one, but that's pretty slim at that price. High Amalgamancer. 810 gold. 4 recruitment points. Oh, boy. 3 fire, 2 air, 1 water, 3 nature, 2 blood, 1 holy, another nature or blood, and a 10% for another nature, blood, or death. They have regeneration 10%, fire resistant, cold, poison resistance, and adept crossbreeder 7. They also have 20 natural protection. Good God. Yeah, I mean, needless to say, it's a thug and a half. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, what? So you got like Phoenix Pyre, Personal Mist Form, Liquid Body, no Strength of Gaia. They can bless themselves, and then just spam like Swarm or something. I don't. I mean, I don't know. Hard to say. I'm not sure what the spammable stuff is at that point. But they do have fire resistance 10, so they probably could just, like, spam immolation. They don't do that. I don't know what you'd really spam, but you'd spam something. No Soul Vortex, but Phoenix Pyre is pretty damn good. Or just, I mean, even not in thugging, just like their presence on a battlefield is pretty ridiculous. Units. We have the Sssla Militia. Like all militia, it's not really worth taking. Yep. Light Spearmen. 13 defense, but 5 protection. No armor, but they do get a shield. They have javelins, they have spears, they have dark vision, blah, blah, blah. Regular Spearmen. 20 protection suddenly. Holy shit. What the hell? Now they do have 8 encumbrance, and that is not to be laughed at. Or whatever, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot of encumbrance, and that is going to be a factor, especially with not especially high damage or anything. They're going to get caught in melee for a while and fatigue out and die. So they can hold the line for a bit, sure, but there needs to be something extra there helping them out. And they only have 11 hit points. They certainly benefit from more strength. They also would certainly benefit from relief, which is a Nature 5 spell. Which I'm not exactly sure how relief works. It's an armor negating fatigue reduction roll +1. I'm not quite sure what that does. They get it just a dice roll, a d6 or something, +1 of armor, of fatigue, I don't know. But yeah, I know that it's good and removes fatigue. I know that. Sssla Archers. Well, they will die in droves. On the plus side, they won't hurt any of our own guys at all. And we do have access to some pretty big poison shit or fire shit. Either one we want. So, you know, that's maybe viable. Otherwise, pretty standard archer with dark vision. Ross Sapper. 25 hit point, size 4, 19 protection, 4 defense only. 21 pickaxe damage, 7 attack though. And they're 4 defense. They're going to get repelled all the time, and it's just going to be, I don't know. But sappers I don't tend to make. Grendarl Warriors. Size 4, 20 hit points. 21 protection, 10 defense. 9 morale, but they are slaves. So our main commander here, this guy, will give them +3. Pretty good. 17 damage on the spear. 11 attack. They are still slow, and they are still pretty high encumbrance. Also kind of not cheap. 30 gold, 30 resources. Grendarl Warrior with a flail instead. Interesting. Usually you see swords, but we're going flails. 21 protection, 8 defense. They get 2 attacks, +2 versus shield. They will be very killy, and it's a length 2 weapon, so it's not too bad. They will maybe repel some swords and stuff. This is probably what I would pick instead. Yeah, these guys will actually kill things that they're fighting, which is important when they have high encumbrance. And then there's the one that has no armor of any kind. His donger's hanging out. You can't see it, but it's there. And Berserker +3 with 2 axes. Yeah, I mean, with some sort of buff of some kind. Mist form or something. Yeah, I suppose. Or even just like throwing in large on them. Or group regeneration. So it's hard to say. 7 protection is not much. They will bump up to 10 protection. With 20 hit points, it's not bad. But yeah, archers obviously a pretty big concern. And then the Amalgam Guard, cap only sacred. 12 hit points, 15 protection, natural protection. 12 MR, 12 morale, 16 defense. They have built-in regeneration of 10%, fire resistant, cold resistant, poison resistance, dark vision, 18 damage broadswords, and they have shields. Well. Well. I mean, yeah, it kind of just blows everything else out of the water, doesn't it? Because of the, you know, I mean, built-in regeneration that I don't have to take a bless for is massive. So yeah, I'm thinking obviously Undying and Enchanted Blood. I'm thinking just a strong working man's bless, probably with solar weapons, just because I like it. And yeah, mainly just taking Amalgam Guards. I do think the Grendara Warriors are solid, but the scales are kind of really high compared to just making these. So yeah, I would say just on the surface, without looking at summons or crossbreeding or anything, just Amalgam Guards backed by a whole shit ton of archers. I mean, I really don't need much in the way of... I could probably take Sloth 1 and be fine. Yeah, and we might. Let's look at national spells, though. Nothing in Conjuration. It's very unusual, but it's all going to be in Blood. Nothing in Alteration. Nothing in Evocation. No special items of any kind. Yeah, I don't know. You know, we check. Just take the moment to check. Nothing in enchantment. Nothing in thaumaturgy. Flesh warping. Okay, so 2 blood, 2 nature to cast. You get 18 plus creatures for 13 blood slaves. And then amalgamation, 2 blood, 3 nature. You get 34 plus for 23 blood slaves. Greater amalgamation. So you get a big commander one for 37. And release the leftovers. Summon an abomination commander for 50. 4 blood, 4 nature. That's pretender stuff. Because, I mean, the best that we could hope for out of this guy is... Yeah, 3 nature, 3 blood. So our high amalgamancers can do... Yeah, they can do greater amalgamation. But we would need some sort of boosters or a pretender to do release the leftovers if we wanted to go down that route. Honestly, I feel like we could ignore blood entirely and be perfectly fine, but I mean, that's kind of lame, and we want to engage usually with the nation's, like, unique mechanics, if we can. So, I think we are going to have to do some blood. And, yeah, we probably want nature blood on our pretender. We're looking for just a good working man's bless. Other Monsters actually does have a lot of things we care about. Death, nature, and blood all in one. A little annoying that it has Turmoil. So I was thinking of maybe doing Order 2, but yeah, we could do something like that and maybe take Growth 2. Maybe Magic 1. I mean, Unaging wouldn't be the worst thing to possibly take in the whole wide world. So our Amalgamancers could live longer. It doesn't help the Flesh Warper or the Smith, though, and that's a little iffy then. But anyways... That's not much of a working man's bless, is it? I need more than that. Yeah, I need more than that. I think we got to be a bit more flexible. Because we need fire, at least. I like to get astral for solar weapons. I think we're probably just going with another... you know, I used to take Dominion 4 all the time. We probably should, though, because I want to get high Dominion. That's pretty costly if we start at 1. So, let's just get something with... That's a lot of paths I want to take, actually. If I want to get blood, fire, death, astral all on one thing, I think I do have to sacrifice some Dominion and go 1. Yeah, it's not many, but yeah. So we would take Blood Surge, of course. We'd take Enchanted Blood, of course. Maybe go Heat 1. Yeah, you know what? Instead of water. For glamour. Heroism XP eventually gives you a lot of defense anyways. So maybe like a couple more Undyne and heroism. It's not bad. I mean, we're paying for solar weapons. I just like it. I know it's not great. I'm aware. I'm well aware. Like, we'd be much better off just taking +2 strength, probably, to get this up to 20 slashing, which would be 23 with Blood Surge. I'm aware. I just like it. Alright, we'll take that. Rammies. All plays Rammies. Okay. And you know what? We're gonna mix it up. We're gonna mix this up fine. We don't do this too often, but I'm gonna mix it up for our 80th recorded game. We're gonna go for 8 points. No, we might switch that up. We'll do 3 of each type. And we need to get 9 points total. We'll do it that way. Alright, so there are going to be level 3 thrones in the mix. It's just been a long while since we've done those. And we do get to start underground. Joyous day. There is a throne down here of some type. Let's head up, though. We're going to prophetize you. So research. Boy, I mean, this is always tough, especially the first time playing a nation. We gotta... We have access... So, okay, usually I like to think about what mages I'm going to have the most of in the long run. Which is probably going to be fungus growers. Because they got good research ability for a somewhat reasonable price. Which means that we're going to have a lot of Death 2, Nature 2. Or we can start going down just making these at the start when we don't have a whole lot of cash. They're a lot cheaper, and we'll get some 2 Earths that we can just siphon off and add into our armies. Yeah, that's probably what we're going to do, which means we want to do the usual thing of Conjuration 3 and Construction 4 is what I like to hit. But there is blood. We just need blood 3 to get flesh warping going, which could give us a lot of extra units. We do get 4 blood slaves for free every turn. So it wouldn't take long at all, really, for us to do just a bit of flesh warping. If we wanted to instead recruit like an amalgamancer right out the gate. But it's really expensive. I guess we could just do a flesh warper and you don't... Well, no, wait a minute. Isn't it 2 nature, 2 blood? Yeah, 2 nature, 2 blood. So that means the flesh warper can't even do it. It says he can perform simple crossbreeding rituals, but that's a fucking lie. Yeah, I don't know if that's just a mistake or whatever, but this guy's kind of useless for that purpose. So yeah, we have to make an amalgamator, 685 gold. So we're going to have to make worker mages just to start to kind of build up some funds here, especially because we're down in the caves where we don't have a whole lot of money. So I think we'll skip blood for now. We're going to go Conjuration 3, Construction 4. And then, yeah, make amalgam guards. And then archers. Boom. Done. Nice and clean like. And that's with Sloth 1. I mean, I really could have taken Sloth 2 based on that. But I guess we'll have a lot of archers. Alright, we have Arcoscephaly, Eru, Fascia, Pelagia, and Iridia again, which usually doesn't perform too well. So there is a water nation out there, but that doesn't affect us in the slightest for a while. Right. Speed of 9, speed of 6. Pretty slow. Cast a couple sermons, divine blessing. Okay. And we have cavemen or pale ones. I guess we'll take on the pale ones. Or we could head up and take Lion Tribe archers. If we wanted to touch the surface world. Uh-huh. Damage on that one, nice. Yeah, these things only have 2 protection, so can do some work. Yeah, Archer's doing some good work there. Alright, so with Blood Surge, we're looking at total of 22 hit points with regen 10%. And I gave them Enchanted Blood. Why did I give them that? I think I forgot. they have regen. Whoops. That was kind of a waste of points. It could have been spent on attack value. Oh well. They'll regen a bit more. They have 15 protection. That's true. They don't have armor, so I don't know why I'm going for Legion of Soldiers of Steel. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh boy, we've already made some... Well, I don't think we've gone into construction yet. 13 MR, 14 morale, 16 defense. And they have solar weapons, heroism, 16 attack, 21 damage. Not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. Right. I think... Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to restart. I'm not going to restart. But I shouldn't have taken Enchanted Blood. That was just like muscle memory or something. So instead of construction, we probably instead want to just go down enchantment in order to get, like, Gift of Giant Strength and make them even more killy. I mean, eventually, I suppose Stone Skin will give them, like, +3 more armor. But it's, like, it just doesn't compare, you know? As far as the area. Group Stone Skin would give them +3 at area effect 3+. But really, we'd want to get, like, big time stuff of Marble Warriors, 20+. And we have to spend a gem. Whereas construction gets Legions of Steel for the whole battlefield for 1 gem. But it is sort of better. But yeah, I think probably just go down enchantment instead to 4. A lot of cavemen. Jesus Christ. Well, we paid the price on that one. I don't think we lost too much. 3 amalgams, 1 archer, 8 spearmen. That was a tough one. Also, 4 of my units have now been cursed. Great. I didn't even take misfortune this time. Alright, so there's the throne. 340 cavemen, claymen, fire snakes, fire drakes. There's a nether of kings. Now, I guess that's a throne too, because I've seen that shit before. Also, that's a really annoying river, I must say. Fuck you. I might want to make forts in both these places, really. I don't really need the resources, and these are decent income and decent population. It's just gonna keep growing. So, yeah, it might not be a bad idea. But I think I probably should site search as well. Yeah, we need another commander here. Well, instead of preaching, I guess you could sacrifice a few virgins. There you go. All right, yeah. Well. It's a lot of archers. It's a lot of damn archers. But this is why we're going for more strength. Strength for everybody. Damage for everybody. We love it. Let's do hold and attack closest. Hold and fire closest. Hold and fire archers. You will hold and stay behind. Okay. Didn't you sacrifice? Oh, did you sacrifice? I thought you had to hold them. Is that just an old thing, an old rule? Well, we're certainly not going to be buffing anything yet, so we're just going to roll out. Oh yeah, we have no money whatsoever. We are dead ass broke. Got another couple thrones here. Okay. Might want to pop up here and throw down a fort there or something. Let's see all these archers in action. Oh yeah, baby. Don't get trampled. Perfect. Nice. Oh, 900 gold extra. We likey, we likey. Let's get, I'm gonna spend that, and I probably should spend that on a fort, shouldn't I? Damn it. Alright, fine. You win. I know, I can't afford it yet, but we're gonna make one of these. We'll go on and deal with this. You can just search. Found Earthblood seepage. Excellent. Give me a palisade. Heavy infantry, heavy cav, light cav. Probably a 1. Maybe a 2. Excellent stuff. Religious misconceptions, false are spreading. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, well, you throw those on and start patrolling. 2 earth gems per turn is pretty great. Also, we could get warrior mages here if we want. Oh, and troglodytes here if we want, which are pretty nasty, as we have seen. Especially if we can throw regen on them. I don't have money now, but maybe. Warrior mages are kind of iffy. But yeah, I mean, could just be handy for research. 10 research is not bad for 205. Iridia. Where the hell did you even come from? Oh, he might shroud his ownership. Well, that's complicated. Why the hell you have to go and make things so complicated? There we go. Rooted that out nice and easy. We have a lot of archers. It's going to be one of those games again. Yeah, Iridia's capital right there. Okay, well that's tricky. We probably want to... Oh boy, to get... There's no connection here to here. That's annoying. Well, oh boy. That's something, isn't it? That's another 2, I think. Alright, we're gonna head on up, I guess, just to take that and get a foothold. He's not gonna like it, though. I can try and make nice, but he's not gonna like it. Especially if I start taking anything else around here. Then again, I mean, I could just dump on him. But he has, I mean, he's got an army. It's just hard to tell how big it is. He's not gonna like this. We've played enough with the AI to know he's not gonna like this. Yeah, decent income here. Decent income. Just keep taking stuff, I suppose. Oh, there's Aryu there. Trying to get big money, big money, big money, big money. Already accepted and then declared war, which I believe overrides the acceptance. Because he sent this... Well, no, I mean, technically he sent both in the same turn. I'm not sure what to think. Well, yeah, it built the NAP and then now immediately breaking it down again. And so... Well, you know, if it's war, I suppose. That's a nice one. 1 Earth, 1 Glamour, 1 Astral. We got these 3 loaded up. We're going to take... Fuck it. Take 5 of them. We're going to war. We're going to war. You're going to construct a fortress here. I probably do want another palisade here. I want to get Mile Deep first because it's 124 income. It's pretty nice. But there's this pesky bullshit, so I don't even know how I'm going to get there. I don't know if I have any swimmers. I think they would, but they're lore. They're lore. So I don't know how I'm ever going to get Mile Deep. It's never going to freeze over. Troglodyte? No. No one has swimming. I don't know. I might never get it. We'll figure something out eventually. Right, so after enchantment 4... Nah, see, then you have to think. Could do enchantment 5 and start getting Horde of Skeletons, which is pretty good this early. I suppose it's kind of impactful. Or we could start going down blood to try to get the flesh warping. Alright, give me blood 3 and we'll take a look. Oh yeah, I didn't really need you. I'm gonna try to get... I'm gonna say I can't do that. Right, but on his turn, he can attack me, I'm pretty sure. This is... I could just waste 1,000 gold here. Okay, maybe he can't. Did attack Gola, and he took it. Yep. Wasted 1,000 gold, and I'm sure there's like nothing here. And now I get to play the fun game of chasing the enemy army. Oh, he does have quite a bit here still. So, he's got these mirrors that he can bring into battle, and they summon illusions. I don't know why they're dissolving instantly exactly, but, yeah. I mean, you can't make many of those, so that was kind of... That was unfortunate for him. He gets one of these per turn. I just killed 11 of them. You can go any of these places, though. And he will. Or you can go here. Okay, maybe we bait him out. I don't think he'll come this year. I think he's just going to keep taking the rest of my shit. There might not be any recourse for that. So we'll abandon that. For the moment. I guess I should script all this, because we're about to get into a battle, maybe. Okay. Not gonna rip that every time. There you go. All the Earth guys, you're basically gonna do the same thing because we don't need armor, so... Although Gift of Giant or Earth Shatter Hammers. Yeah, let's get that out twice. Although, yeah, it's 20 fatigue. Okay. And then Gift of Giant Strength. I've never used it because it's such a small area of effect, but shit, man. I got so many mages here. Slash stuns on hits is pretty juicy. He did attack me here with a bunch of blurred shit. Fortunately, I have a lot of archers. Or is this glam? No, this is all glamored. Well, still, a lot of archers helps to just shred all the mirror images, theoretically. In practice, it's hard to say. Yeah, it worked out. We lost 18 archers there because they did make it to the back line, but not a single sacred. And then, yeah, he took Valador. Okay, we don't have to watch this. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna still hold until we clean up this army. I'm gonna put PD here for whatever good it's worth. Just wait. Wars are costly, man. We attacked Lys again with his whole army. We lost our prophet, we lost our commander, we lost 5 sacreds, 70 archers. Yeah. He lost basically everything he had. But it worries me, because how many times... How long is it going to take him to get this again? Is what I'm concerned about. And more concerningly, we don't have our prophet anymore. So my sacreds are not nearly as good without it. But I guess these guys are not blessed, right? And they're doing alright. Sneaky little bastard. I think we gotta take his capital. I hate to say it, but I think so. Clean up the rest of them later. And yeah, I mean, it's just like... I'm making units still, though. We're just not making mages here. Alright. Fuck it. It's gonna be iffy to actually take his capital. We're probably gonna have to wait for another prophet to come out. This guy. And that might be a few turns, but it's... What's really annoying is he's gonna build about 6 other palisades in the meantime. So maybe I should just have this guy come out already. Maybe we should just make some more. I guess you could pick up some more too. Heavy glamored cavalry is pretty annoying. We are just not landing enough shots with these mirror images. It's really annoying. Glamour is a powerful trait to have on all your units. But we did alright. I mean, that was just his PD of his capital. And then here he attacked where I'd loaded up with quite a few PD. Thankfully enough. Good. Walls are lightly damaged, huh? Okay, well, we came into some more money, so that's good. Quite a lot of resources here. May as well get some guys, just in case we don't have access to our sacreds. Bone Fiend sounds like a problem. I'm glad you're throwing away your 390 gold mages that take 2 turns to make. Okay. Right, we got Blood 3 now. I just can't afford the thing. Beyond that, probably go for, we could get Giant Strength Warriors. And Flaming Arrows, which is pretty good. But yeah, so probably Enchantment 5 and then Construction 5 is fine. Remnants of the dead prophet's power has left this world. I have 3 gold in my treasury. Alright, but we got one of these, so now he can cast Flesh Warping multiple times. We'll see how it goes. Yes, we shall see how that goes. We should have one of these guys just stop to become a prophet, I guess. That's a shame. You are going to construct a palisade here. Alright, we have a prophet, so now you have a new job to do. Sermon of Courage, Divine Blessing. Now, Sermon of Courage, Divine Blessing. Heavenly Fire. What do we get? Oh my, it's just a bunch of shit all the time. Ali Grendarl. It's a combination between a Grendarl and an alligator. So he's got like alligator jaws on his arms. He gets 2 bite attacks. Okay. We got a Raz. Yep. Pretty shitty tail slap stuff. We get a long neck. Yep. Also pretty shitty. An owl lizard. Between a predator lizard and an alligator. Yep. Also kind of shitty. Serpent hybrid. Crossbreeding a Cartesian Sacred Serpent and a Sakura. But it's like, yeah. So we don't get any, like, venomous bite or anything, because it's just a Sakura's head on a snake. Pretty shitty. That's kind of it. Or just a Grendarl. That's kind of not worth it, man. I mean, I guess I could go for Amalgamation. But that's just the same stuff, I'm pretty sure. We need greater amalgamation if we want to get actually something useful. Or release the leftovers. I don't know if that's a good use of our blood. We'll do it one more time, but I'm pretty sure it's not a good use. Let's start getting fungus growers, though, because we want to get Horde of Skeleton spam. We like the spam. Critically damaged. Oh, here we go. Pale Grendarls. Between a pale one and a Grendarl. 42 hit points, size 6, 4 protection. 14 combat speed. They have an 18 blunt damage fist attack, and they can throw a boulder for 28. Very short range. Is the idea that you're just meant to throw all this shit into a big pile and it just attacks stuff or dies? Or I think that's the impression I get. Why don't you go ahead and blood hunt here? I know it's our capital. Give me another one of those. Okay, his army isn't changed. He's not really getting anything, which is good. And we have breached the fort. And we win against the fort. It's a fine question. It's a damn fine question, I must say. I have no idea. Just worried about my mages getting planked Only one way to find out. Let's try to take a capital. Turn 30 is pretty early for us, but not insanely early or anything. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Well, didn't get any message from him, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It seemed like he has his pretender here anyways. A lot of glamored archers. Who actually got the Earth Shatterer weapons. Would I even see it? Oh, yeah, I saw it there. Earth Shatter hammers. We'll see how much it actually works. I mean, maybe it's not the way to go against small targets. Like, I probably should have just done strength, right? That probably would be better. We'd rather just kill something than stun it. Also, we've got some very angry cavalry coming in. Look at this dude holding the fucking line. Holy shit. That was amazing. I was captivated to watch anything else. Also, my archer is now running in a melee. That's a little iffy. Oh, God. What is happening? Stupid glamours. Okay, well, there's quite a lot of routing there, but... We captured the fortress. We lost 94 archers, 4 sacreds. Working man's blessed, baby. Never fails. Should have taken strength, but it's still pretty good. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Can't complain about that result. Thinned out our archers here a bit. Feeling kind of exposed. Okay, so instead of Earth Shatter Hammers, let's just do Gift of Giant Strength. Good. We're just gonna go on patrol, and presumably he will attack me with this mercenary company. And then we'll just go around and clean up. And our god is broken free. Right. I'm gonna just have you site search for now. I have a lot of gems. We need to start getting some better mages out here. So we probably should get labs in both these places. Let's have you do that. And then let's see. We've got connections on 3 of the 4 thrones. That feels pretty good, and this is still kind of open over here, so we can get a 4th throne connection once we go around. He decided not to attack, so I'm not going to pussyfoot around about it. We might want to be buddies with Pelagia for now, though. Fascia sailed across the sea somewhere just to attack me. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? Why would someone do that? Rydia besieged by Iridia. Wait, what? What the fuck is happening? I mean, I don't even know where Fascia would have come from. That's definitely that's Fascia. somehow beat my PD in my Iridia. But then now there's Iridia here with 140 units apparently. I mean, they did. Okay, well, they're just gonna sit because that's it. That's all they'll do. And if Fascia wants to come back and hit him again, feel free. Fascia came, yeah, across the water here. That seems mean. I'm gonna send a message. I don't have a connection with Fascia, but he has a connection with me. What? It's unfair. Well, Pelagia refused. Okay. That's weird, but sure. Assassination attempts. Nope. Nice try. Our upkeep's getting pretty high because of all these archers and guards and stuff, and we're not really losing anything. So I think we need to get another military going. Yeah, I know. I know, man. I'm well aware. I probably should be sending more mages in. Quit making those now. You're going to be on patrol here while he's blood hunting. I mean, I guess I could take this while we're here. Wish I could take this. I can't take this, so yep. Yeah, I don't really have that many mages. Cash strapped, man, as always. Don't do good with money. I'll be right back. Okay. Right. So we need, yeah, okay, yeah, we're fine. Good. Good. Good, good. You know, we'll finish off Iridia by kicking them off their capital again that they're doing nothing on. Mm-hmm. There was a battle in my capital? What? 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 Oh dear. Well, gee willikers. That's something that's happened now. Hot dog. Okay. Well, I can't say I expected that. And here we are. Why would you do this? Why would you be this type of person? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure, really. We do have a fuck ton of nature gems. We should get more conjuration. Killer mantis aren't really hot. So we could get, oh, I don't know, swamp drakes. Although poison is kind of the worst option because I'm pretty sure that leaves a cloud behind. Vine ogres. Vine ogres are pretty good. Our pretender could get Fey footfolk. We know those are pretty damn good. Okay. Yeah, well, this hurts my income a bit. Iridia's been permanently vanquished. See what we can do. These aren't super good guys, but they're pretty good. And I guess while we're at it, we'll kick his ass. So Iridia died? I guess Dom killed, right? He had no Dominion left, so he just died. What an asshole. Okay, well, let's see how this went. We did have a bunch of flyers, unfortunately, but we're on hold at least. That helps a lot. It's a smart decision. That's smart, but it's something. Whip those griffins. Yeah, my guys just hit so fucking hard. Those flails. Alright, we lost 34 Grandarls, 49 archers, but he lost a lot bigger. Not a lot bigger, but he lost more. including 41 of his big giant sacreds. Fuck you, how about that? Fuck you and have a nice day. What's his bless? Fire Shield 7 and Berserker +2. And I'm pretty sure that was Incarnate, so that's kind of impressive, all things considered. But he does have a lot more. So, not so impressive. It's like in Mummy Returns at the end when all the Medjai or whatever are fighting off the Anubis warriors. And they win like a big battle, and then he like runs over the hill and he just sees like there's like 100,000 more of them coming. That's what it feels like. That's my reference for today, if you're pleased with that. I guess you're gonna go on patrol. You guys are going to move patrol. Very rarely used action by holding Control, Shift, and clicking. That will force them to go on the outside of a fort rather than going in. So it's only a move used when moving onto a friendly fort that's not under siege and allows you to just go to the outside instead of inside. You can only do it. Actually, I think you can only do it by using that hotkey specifically. There's no way. It doesn't even tell you about the patrol move. Like, it's very hidden. There you go. I think dump the rest into PD. Not much, but it will help the rest of my army there. Or I make friends with him. I don't need to take this, do I? No, I don't. Really don't. So I'm gonna try to make nice. And with you. And with you. Everybody nice. I'm not sure what I want to do with these amalgam shit. They're here. They're doing something. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just see how it goes. Maybe I'll accept. Maybe I'll be like, oh, wait a minute, this isn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. Except the AI can't think. The AI rolls a fucking giant dice. It's a D100, and if it's 1 through 99, they piss me off. That's the command they do. Yep. Ancient Master Bowl of the Lost. So this will be dramatic. Again, thankfully these Grandarls hit just so damn hard. And have enough hit points and shields. Yeah, they're pretty damn strong. And they lost 16 of them, 12 archers, 1 amalgam. Yeah, please leave, sir. I do not want you here. I think I'm gonna take this. I'm starving here, and I don't think he's gonna accept this. So I guess I can just throw PD on here and attack this throne. Right, so now we can get... We have a lot of earth, we have a lot of nature, then we have a lot of glamour. We can get Leogryphs. We can get Leogryphs. I don't think Leogryphs are actually any good. I could be really mistaken here. They have 23 hit points, but 5 protection, 10 defense, and they're undisciplined animals with a couple attacks. They're basically lions, so it's slightly better. Damn. Damn, damn. Maybe Conjuration 5. Because that'll get us access to... Forest Trolls. And stuff. And Fall Bears, if I had a 3 Earth guy. I feel like you should just go back, because now it's like, I feel like I have a lot of gems. We need something to spend them on to win the game quick. Vaisha accepted and Eru accepted. But Pelagia still refused. Vaisha just cleared out a throne for me. Oh no, he didn't. He was an idiot. But he killed 29 things. Let's watch our attempt. Yeah, like that. That's how it's done. We lost 2 archers. Pretty good. Okay. And then the second throne attempt. Cavalry coming in. Hitting the brick wall of Grandarls. And our amalgams are just rolling through and gonna do something, maybe. I mean, they'll get some sort of kills, right? Yeah, alright. We lost 6 Sacreds, 2 Grandarl Warriors, and a total of 10 of the Amalgamations, who managed to get a total of 5, 7, 9, 13, 16 kills across everything. Considering how few there were, I suppose. Wasn't that bad. Said we lost 10 of them, yeah, and we got 13 kills. Not a quite 1-to-1 KD, but I guess they'd be better maybe with some group bark skin or something like. Yeah, they probably with group bark skin, or if I actually could get up to like Oaken Army or something, it'd be a nice little addition. But anyways, that was that. And now Facia just basically handed us the game, because I will claim this. And then walk back, claim this. Walk over, take this, and then go back downstairs and finish the game. I mean, I'd like Pelagia to be play nice, and then I don't have to worry about anything ever again. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, you could cast... Oh, you can't cast Summon Footfolk. Why not? We have to be in like a forest, don't we? Forest or a cave forest? You think I got cave forest sitting around here, man? I don't. I really don't. I'd have to go here to summon them, and I'm not doing that. Okay, what else can you cast? Vine Ogres, I suppose. You can get 3 of them. Or Mandragora. Or Pale Riders. Do I have a lot of death? No, I have like no death. I could do a lot of flesh warping. Sure, I guess do some flesh warping. Just get a bunch of shit and be happy about it. Alright, no, move on. We want to put some decent amount here just to prevent like a barbarian horde from taking our throne. But beyond that, I think we're done kind of patrolling here. Why don't we, actually, fuck it. Why don't we take this throne and speed up this process? We've got some 2 death guys. We've got our pretender. We'll take that. We'll take this guy. We'll take this guy. Actually, fuck it. We can, fuck it. These are all 2 nature. Sure. This will be nice. We'll wrap this up with a bow on it. Apology accepted. Game's basically over now. Yeah, okay. We'll just head back there. Oh, wait a minute. I fucked up. So I was supposed to grab all these guys. Whoops. And actually, probably want everything moved a bit further back for the skeleton spam we're going to do. Okay, so skeleton guys are just going to spam this many, many times. We don't have many of those. Yeesh. I guess you could probably also spam it quite a bit. You little freak boy. Okay. The 2 nature guys are probably going to be spamming... we could get the asps going. I am sitting on a lab, right? Nope, we never built the lab here. Never mind about the asps. Would have been cool, but never mind. Well, we could just envenom arrows. Yeah, it's not very exciting, but it'll get the job done, won't it? You're just gonna cast spells. I don't know, you'll figure something out. All right. Yeah, this is the big concern. That's a lot of fire drakes. We're hoping to just kind of rout all these cavemen before it's too late. Doom, huh? I'm not sure what that does, but it's probably not good. Oh, just cursed every fucking unit. Every fucking unit on the field got cursed. Including our pretender. Awesome. That's a great spell, thank you. I really appreciate that. Fire drakes are going to be problematic. Poison is good. Good. Routed over. Well, good thing I don't care that much that my entire army here got cursed, because that's really nasty. Also, Archiskephla got permanently vanquished. We only lost 32 Grendarls through all that fire. Oh, because the amalgams are fire resistant with regen. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, the fire drakes got 95 kills, mostly on, of course, the skeletons. I mean, in total, they got like 140 kills. We summoned a lot of skeletons. Alright, well, thanks for playing. Head back home. I guess you could join. Yeah. Could join for this big fight. But I have a lot, so I think we'll be fine. Alright, and away we go. Everything's scripted. Sort of. Sort of. Put the Grendarls maybe in the back. Yeah, it's fine. We'll be fine. This game's already over. Yeah, I mean, the devils are going to be kind of painful. Here we go. But we do have things in our rear, which is pretty nice. Yep. Routed a bunch of archers. Poison, but we got regen, so poison's not too bad. Yeah, we wouldn't want to do it a second time, but we got him. 20 Sacreds died, 44 of the Grendarl warriors, 33 archers. Basically all the crossbred shit died. Yep. But yeah, pretty good. Claim, and that is game, set, match on this one. Okay, well. Yeah, I think we've demonstrated repeatedly that these games usually are pretty easy if you just have strong troops and take scales and just make a lot of strong troops. And that includes Sacreds, that are relatively affordable infantry with a working man's bless. Like, you know, it just works against the AI in a reasonable amount of time, and you know, your shit is just better than their shit, and you win. Against mighty AI, though, I think that strategy might fall apart a little bit more. Like, we just couldn't compete numbers-wise, and we have to rely on some more strategic magic stuff. But this is usually a winning strat for difficult AI. But I mean, it's, you know, we didn't... If Sssla declared war, like, 12 turns earlier or something when I was still fighting Iridia, probably would have been a lot trickier. He really snuck up on my capital there. I didn't even pay attention. I completely forgot there was a way out there. But yeah, I mean, I beat Iridia, took their capital, wiped them out, and I pretty much beat Sssla. I even launched a whole thing of sacreds at me, and I still beat him. And I think even if you didn't want to use your sacreds at all, and for whatever reason, I don't know why you wouldn't want to use them, because they're just pretty affordable and pretty solid. These Grandaral warriors with flails are really quite strong. 21 protection, 20 hit points is a good combo. And then the flail, which we rarely actually use or see. 20 damage twice. As +2 attack versus shield too is just really strong. Without any buffs, these things are really hard to kill. They do have really low speed and high encumbrance and low morale, which is all things that a player could exploit quite a bit if you had a lot of these. You know, you could throw Curse of Stones out there, and then with their really low speed, by the time they got into melee, they'd be at like 70 fatigue or something, who knows what. And then the low morale, I mean, we did have Taskmasters, so they were all technically 12 morale. So that's not too bad. 10 MR, though, is not great. And the low defense is not great. But aside from that, yeah, these things were really solid. And the archers were just standard archers. There wasn't really anything special about them. It's just, yeah, I mean, in MA, EA and MA having just hundreds and hundreds of cheap archers is pretty painful, especially if they don't really hurt your guys at all. And my guys with parry 4 shields and 21 protection and 20 hit points, they're not getting bothered at all. And then the sacreds, yeah, 15 protection with technically 22 hit points and regen. It's not really bothering them at all. So yeah, I really like using archers a lot if I know that they won't hurt my guys at all. And then it's just like a force multiplier kind of thing of just, yeah, it's just like pure damage added to your side of the field. Yeah, they can be certainly just decimated by enemy magic, and you can get HP routed pretty easily that way. So it's really more of a single player strat, I would say. But yeah. So as for Sssla, the Sizzler as a whole, it's kind of hard to say. I mean, we didn't really engage much with the unique mechanics. Partly because I don't tend to do much blood. I always say it's like you're just doing more work for the same results. It's like, yeah, I guess I could have done a lot of blood farming, blood hunting, and done multiple amalgamancers summoning a bunch of this shit, but it's like, why? I don't know, do we even have any left? No, I don't even think I have any left. They all died. Not like I did it much, but it's like, yeah, I mean, it's a thing. It exists. If I could just summon for like 3 nature gems, if I could summon 12 of these, would I do it? Probably not. Probably not. I mean, they basically need buffs. Yeah, they're okay. I think, yeah, they're okay. So they have, what, normally 14 attack? 14 attack and 14 damage. It's not terrible. 22 hit points. They're not bad, I suppose. We could have. And again, it's like, I don't think we're at the point, really, not even close, where I can start to do like challenge runs. Or just like really lean into more thematic stuff. I mean, sometimes we do kind of meme stuff, like with the jackalopes. But I guess it would be interesting to just do this nation where you like almost entirely, or yeah, I mean that would be like the challenge would just be like, can you win exclusively using what is it called? Flesh warping. Probably. I mean, probably you could. But the problem with doing challenge runs in this game against the single player AI is that there is a big difference in a challenge run between if I play a game with no thrones and I play a game with with no wars, and then I play a game where I get into like 2 or 3 wars simultaneous. So I think that you'd have to have like we'd have to do like a unifying sort of setup for every sort of challenge or fun thematic idea, where basically it would probably have to be 1v1. We'd have to do 1v1, and it would probably have to be a conquer, not a throne condition. So we'd have to just defeat the enemy 1v1, difficult AI or something like that, or maybe even mighty possibly. And then we could do a lot of different like thematic or challenge run ideas of different nations. I don't know if we'd really extend that to all these different modded nations, because we'd be here all day. But there's probably some fun ideas for things we could do with vanilla nations. But I'm really getting ahead of myself, because I don't know if I'm really at that point yet. But it might be fun, like, down the line, to do, like, a 1v1 challenge, random nation, random pretender. And then the only thing I can adjust is, like, the scales or something like that. Because, I mean, just as an example, we'll just do this real quick. So let's just say I have a 1v1 map. The Silent Seas here is pretty much 1v1. So you do, say, Middle Age, and we do this, say, difficult AI, random, whatever, and we would set to random. So we'd get, okay, well, we got a modded nation. I don't want a modded nation. Okay, early A, Fallen Star. So right, so you're on early A, Fallen Star. We did these guys recently with the Star Spawn, which we thought were ridiculous, and the Meteorite Guards. So, and I wouldn't say, so I'm saying, like, random nation, random pretender, not a challenge run any other way. Like, I don't have to use exclusively, like, Lobo Guards to win or anything. You can just do whatever, but then you press R once, and this is your pretender. Which is the King in Yellow with Farcaster, Undreaming, Obfuscate, and Heroism. Dormant. And then the only thing you're allowed to change is scales. Honestly, though, it's kind of good. I mean, maybe I would change that. I don't even remember what the sacreds are here. Oh, that's right. We get the sacred, the fucking Void Spawn sacreds. So it's like, this doesn't even matter. So that's not a very interesting thing, because it's like, I didn't even use sacreds when I did this in 1. Because the Star Spawn and the Meteorite Guards are so good. But for some nations, obviously, this would really fuck you over. So I don't know, it would kind of be interesting, maybe like a stream thing or something would actually be pretty cool. But anyways. So that was Sssla. Scaled Amalgam. How would I rank them? Pretty good. Pretty good. Blood nations aren't really my thing, so it's hard for me to really comment on like how entertaining it is compared to other blood nations or anything like that. I don't think it's certainly not my favorite of these modded nations we've tried so far. But then again, it had really good soldiers, good units despite all that. Good sacred infantry, I always like. Working Man's Bless, always a plus. And yeah, you know, I like more fun, unique national spells that aren't just like blood summon shit. But, you know, for someone else, I mean, it would have been kind of interesting to actually see maybe the greater amalgamation or whatever. The abomination, whatever the big thing we could have got. We should have just gone for it, but, you know, I'm always focused on winning and winning quickly, so it's, you know, that's my own hang-ups. Anyways, all in good fun, but for now, my name is Mangg. This has been Dominion 6. I'll see you fine folks next time.